Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FanBoyAaron back at it again with another FanBoyAaron review, and today I'll be taking a look at the NECA Fugitive Predator from the most recent Predator installment, The Predator. Well, shit. Okay, everything's better. I think. Yep, better. Anyway, Fugitive Predator from the most recent Predator movie made by NECA. Before we take a look at the figure itself, let's take a better look at the box here. And, yeah. That is an impressive box. Sorry. Should have double checked to make sure this thing was adjusted properly. Alright. It's a very lovely box with a very lovely piece of artwork right there. I have no idea who did it, but professional cameraman, folks. That is what I am not. Anyway, there's the outside of the box. The front of it. Here's the side. Here's the back. Some very nice product shots. The Fugitive Predator. Quick bio right there. Predators have been genetically evolving themselves to be stronger, smarter, and more lethal than ever before. When a young boy accidentally activates a mysterious alien device and becomes the target of these enhanced predators, only his father and the most unlikely ragtag band of crazy ex-military agents can save him. And end the human race from obliteration. That sounds interesting. This light is too bright, and I'm not going to do anything to fix it. Alright, there's the other side of the box. Warning, if you're 3 years old, this toy will murder you. And the thing about this box, it's one of those boxes that opens up. See, very nice product shot there of the item inside. Very, very lovely piece of artwork. Well, lovely picture, I'm sorry. And that's where the figure would be sitting. And usually boxes like these are only reserved for the highest quality, best figures you can get. But the question is, does this figure stand up to that? Obviously it can stand up for shit. Okay. And honestly, I think this figure is good enough to be in that box. However, it still has its problems. But before I go over the problems, let's take a really good look at this figure. Take a look at that mask. The new mask design. That looks awesome. Like the little bit of lots of nice metal detail and paint all the way throughout this figure. Even on the back of it, just look at that. And these parts are made out of some kind of soft, rubbery material. Lots of metallic detail and paint all over the figure. I think that's cloth. Oh no, it's just plastic. Even the legs have awesome gold and silver paint all throughout. Very beautiful work. Sculpting and paint-wise, this figure definitely is high quality. But handling the figure is a different story, because you see, out of the box, some maintenance is required in order to get it to do what it is supposed to do. For starters, the arm joints here were way too loose, and that's because the paint was over the joints. You can still kind of see that there in the elbow. Maybe you get the camera. Yeah, you can see there where the paint's getting into the seams, which made bending the elbows really hard. Nothing light scraping with a knife couldn't fix. Now, unless you are a really skilled professional at fixing figures that have problems, I wouldn't recommend doing it. But if you do decide to do it yourself, make sure you're extremely careful, because you don't want to risk breaking it fixing this thing. But like I said, the arms were so stiff I couldn't bend it, but I did fix it, so now they actually can bend. Another problem that the figure has is the shoulder cannon is too loose. The connection point is way too loose. It is very easy to knock that cannon off. So, you know, be careful not to lose the cannon. And the last problem that I had with the figure, which is something that I heard is very consistent, is something I'll have to show you when we get to the accessories, which we will get to now. He does come with a few interesting things. He comes with these alternate arms, which do not have the gauntlets on them. You can see, like the rest of the figure, they have lots of nice paint and molded detail. Get the focus. There we go. Lots of nice glossy paint and molded detail all the way throughout the figure. Absolutely gorgeous. These arms. Well, the arms and the figure. Basically, paint and molding wise, the figure is perfect. That's what I'm saying. Just set these to the side. You also get 4 of these little blades painted in a nice silver paint. And they are pointy. They're not, sharp, but yeah, you can still hurt yourself with these if you're not careful. That was my phone, just ignore that. And last but not least, and like I said, you get 4 of those little blades. I'm just going to go ahead and move them all over here because I will need them later. And last but not least, you get an alternate head. Now, it's a little tricky to see in there, but you know what? Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Now, as you can see, he does have painted eyes. They're a nice light green, and that looks awesome. All right, we don't need that on anymore. Let's go ahead and shut that off. All right, as you can see, lots of molded detail all the way throughout this alternate head. Nice, glossy, sturdy paint. And this was the other fix I was talking about a second ago. That hole in the head out of the box is way too small to attach to that figure. What I did was I took a really, really, really small knife. I went in there and I just went around it to just kind of grind it out a little bit to widen that hole, and that fixed it right up. Now, it does work, but you want to be extremely careful doing it, not to make sure not to cut yourself or to overdo it. If you overdo it, the head will be too loose. If you underdo it, it won't fit at all. And now I'm going to show you how all this stuff attaches to this guy. I'm just going to do one set of arm blades and one of the bare arms. Now, it all attaches the same way. To attach the arm blades, you can see each blade has one of these little focus. I can get my damn camera to focus. There we go. Each blade has that little tab there. And each gauntlet arm has 2 little holes right there. What you want to do is you want to take the tab on the blades, get them into that hole, press down. You get 2 blades for each arm. I'm just going to do this arm. I think I got it. Like I said, shoulder cannon pops off way too easily. I'm just going to set that aside. Do I got him on there? I think I got him on there. Alright, yeah, there you go. You got your Predator with your arm blades. That is a necessity that any Predator figure I get has to have. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the alternate arm. Very simple. You just pull it till it pops. And you take the appropriate arm. This is the left arm. You just squeeze it on there. It's a little bit of a tight fit, and there you go. And the hands are interchangeable too, so if you want to have a bare arm with a closed fist, you can totally do that. But I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, you can totally have just one arm with a gauntlet and one without. And the head's a little tricky. I'll probably end up having to do this off camera, but the head just... Yeah, I'm going to have to do this off camera. Hold on a sec. Alright, there's a figure about the head. What you want to do is you want to take the alternate head and you just pop it on there. I think I got it on there. Yep, I got it on there. Nice, easy fit. And there you go. You got a Predator with a bare arm and an alternate head, and that looks amazing. I absolutely love the way that looks. Just all the way throughout. This figure, molding and painting wise, looks amazing, and the accessories add to that. And as you can see, this guy is actually quite posable. And I'm going to get into that posability now, and no, it doesn't matter which accessories you have attached to him, the posability is exactly the same. Just let me pop his little cannon back on, because it is kind of a part of that. But yeah, that's a problem I have with mine. I don't know if it's a... Usually with NECA figures, it's a case of your mileage may vary depending on the figure you buy. But yeah, posability-wise, the head is on a kind of a ball joint in that peg. I did not get the head on there all the way. Hold on a second. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, the head is on a ball joint. You can look up about that far, down that far, left and right about that far. You can pretty much go all the way around. It's just the dreadlocks do kind of get in the way. Oh yeah, the dreadlocks are something I didn't cover. They're made of this soft, rubbery material. And the damn cannon popped off again. I'm probably just going to end up super gluing this cannon in place. Well, I'll go ahead and show off the cannon articulation now so I don't have to dick of it. The cannon can't rotate, I guess. It should be able to rotate. It should be able to rotate there. It should be able to rotate right here. And, okay, I guess it does. Okay, I'm just an idiot. It doesn't rotate there. However, it is on a hinge joint here. And it can rotate up here at the top. And I'm just going to remove this now so I don't have to dick of it anymore. The arms. The arms can go out about that far. No bicep swivel. At least up there, but you do got one here. It's a double jointed elbow with about almost full range of movement. The hand can go up and down, and it can rotate. You do get waist rotation, as well as an arcing back and a crunch. Legs can go up that far. He's got a decent spread. Does have thigh swivel, double jointed bend at the knee, and a foot swivel, as well as some ankle tilt. So yeah, for a NECA figure, this guy is actually pretty posable. And if you don't mind, I'm going to get his mask head back on real quick. There we go. I also attached his second arm blades because that's pretty much this is pretty much how I'm going to end up displaying him on my shelf. Now, size comparisons. Here he is next to the only other NECA Predator I own at the moment. Here he is next to the NECA Broken Tusk Predator, and as you can see, the Fugitive Predator is a little bit taller than the Broken Tusk Predator. If you want, I'll probably review this guy if you want. I mean, let me know in the comments if you also want me to review the Broken Tusk Predator. Anyway, See, do I have any other NECA figure? I don't think I have any other NECA figures. Oh, you know what? Actually, here he is next to the NECA Crash Bandicoot, which I will be reviewing next. And as you can see, Predator is a little bit taller than Crash Bandicoot. Hey, leave in the comments, who do you think would win in a fight to the death? Predator or Crash Bandicoot? Alright. And here he is next to the Mega Bloks Xenomorph. I will try to find an actual NECA Xenomorph to review. Maybe next weekend, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. And just for the hell of it, here he is next to a Transformer. The Generations Classics Voyager class Optimus Prime. So, yeah. There is the NECA Fugitive Predator. At the time of release, he was about 25, somewhere between $25 and $30. He stands at about 8 inches. Now, look, is he worth his nearly $30 price tag, despite all the fixing you have to do out of the box? Yes, I do think that this figure is worth the hassle. I mean, yes, it is a pain in the ass, but it is worth it if you are willing to go through with it. This is an amazing figure. He really stands out in my collection. Beautiful paint and molding. Perfect amount of posability. I mean, really, if you can find this guy for a reasonable price, pick him up. But honestly, considering you have to fix him out of the box, I wouldn't pay any more than I did. Like, if you see it for $50, pass. 30 or less. That's the most you ought to be willing to spend on this thing. So yeah, there is the NECA Fugitive Predator from the new Predator movie. I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully I will this weekend, and I hope it'll be better. Hopefully I will think it'll be better than what everyone's been saying. Because based on what little I've heard so far, it's not the greatest Predator movie, but I'm a huge Predator fan, so I'm at least going to give it a chance and add it to my movie collection when it comes out. But yeah, there's the NECA Predator from the recent Predator movie. If you enjoyed this review as much as I did, hit that like button, leave a nice comment, and enjoy the rest of your day. And join me next time when I go over the NECA Crash Bandicoot. Woo!